dollar meta character. The dollar sign meta character matches the end of a string. As you are going to see, you can use a dollar sign meta character to test if a string ends with a particular pattern or if a string contains a particular pattern. So we are going to be using two examples to see how you can test for if a string contains, a particular pattern or it ends with a particular pattern. Now, the definition again says that the dollar sign meta character matches the end of a string. So our focus should be on looking at what is at the end of our string and see if it matches whatever pattern that we are searching for. So let's look at an example of it in our code editor. So in this lesson, we want to test So this is the condition that I want to check out in our code. So I make a text to be this here, California, and then underneath it, I can put my pattern to test if this word is actually present. Now you can see this. So this is the pattern I want to check for. I want to test if this text that I have here inside, if this string ends with California, and you can see that the output is a Boolean result, true, which means that is yes, because it actually contains it. But what if I have something else? Maybe if I have something like today, you can see that it has changed to false because the end of our string has been changed from what is contained in the pattern and what we actually have in the text string itself. So this is how you can test if a string contains a particular pattern or word that you want to check if it matches what you have in your string. So moving on, let's take a look at another way, which is the second example, by which we can find out that, okay, what we are testing is not actually the right thing, or it does not actually contain the patterns that we are searching for. So let's just use this same example that I just made use of now. So, or let me use another one. Hello world. This is the truth one. Actually, this is not the way I want to do it. I'm not using that method. I'm instead working with RegExp, which is different from just using a normal random string method. So this is my string, which is my what do I call it? So this is my string, which is where I want to check if a text actually ends with what I say it contains. So I'm not using California here. I want to test if it contains word. Now from here, I can just set my pattern to be this. So from here now, I can assign this output to a result variable. Sorry, I want to test pattern, this time not text. Dot test. And then I can pass in what I have as string, which is now text. And from here, I can output the results. And what do we get? True. So we are getting true because the actual end of my string is word. But what if I change this to a small letter W? Let's see what happens. You can say I'm getting false. But what if I pass the I flag for case insensitive? You can see it has changed. That means this will neutralize case issue and it will work the way it's supposed to work. But without using the I flag, if I put this as a small letter, the first letter, first character, which is W, it is always going to return false. And don't forget that anytime you change this hello world today, then the output also is expected to change, which is the correct behavior that this should show us. Now, let's talk about string methods and the most commons that you always see. Now, but before that, I want to talk about the character classes. Character classes are characters enclosed in square brackets. So when you say anything with square brackets, characters that are enclosed in square bracket, they are referred to character classes. A character class matches any character from a set within brackets. As you can see some of the examples, we have A in a bracket, ABC in a bracket, A to Z in a bracket, 0 to 9 in a bracket. Now, the first one, which is A in a bracket, matches the character between the brackets. Now, the second one, which is ABC, matches all. You can see the difference. The first one will only match the character between the bracket, but the second one will match all characters. So that means if you have 3 or 4, it will match them all. And for the first one, it will only match the one that is contained in that square bracket. Now, the third one is small letter A to Z. It matches all characters in the range from A to Z. And the last one is 0 to 9, which matches all characters in the range from 0 to 9. So don't forget that these are just the most common. These are not by means an exhaustive list of, the character classes that is available for use with regex expressions or in JavaScript. Now you also see that there are some regex methods. So when you want to test something, you make use of regex method. The first one is the regex.execute. It returns an iterator of result, and the second one is regex.test, which returns true or false. And the second one is the one I just used now. You can see it here, pattern.test. So it returns a Boolean value of either true or false. So that is how the regex.test, that is how it works.